Geek Insider presents Light Years Away with Alan Daniel and Matthew Harris. It's a show dedicated to the world of technology with insight into cool events and interviews with the innovators.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first edition of Light Years Away. I am Matthew Harris, and with me is my co-host,
Alan Daniel.
And we got a really special group of guests tonight, whatever. We have the creators of Feelbelt. Now, if you haven't seen this, you haven't heard about it, you're going to want to. You're going to want to go to Kickstarter and look up Feelbelt because, well, let's just take a look here real quick at the video that these guys have put together.
Can you feel it? Being one with music. Sensing sound.
Hey.
Every frequency, beat, and pitch. Experiencing audio on a next level.
Hey!
Yeah. Come on.
Well, our Feelbelt is designed for that.
Thanks.
Just put it around your waist and connect it to any sound source. You can listen to music, watch a movie, or play, even in VR. Enjoy the best sound experience ever. Feelbelt.
And as you can see, guys, this thing has 10 different sensors on it. And I know we've seen some other devices like this in the past, but none that can quite compare. And like I said, we have the creators with us today, Benjamin and Felix. And I want to bring them on here in just 1 second, but I want to let you all know that this is already 188% funded, and it still has 18 days to go. And it already has 140 backers, and that's how cool this thing is doing already. And so let's go ahead and bring them on. We've got Benjamin and Felix with Feelbelt. Benjamin, introduce yourself. Tell everyone who you are, where you are, and then we'll get to Mr. Felix and go from there.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the intro. It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure to be with you. I have a lot of Geek Insider. Thanks that I can be here. Yeah.
Very cool. We're glad to have you. And what do you do with Feelbelt? I know you're one of the creators, but what's your official capacity at Feelbelt?
Yeah, our vision is to create the best way sound that you had ever been experienced, and yeah, that's our mission.
And Felix, tell everyone who you are, sir.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Felix, and yeah, I'm the CEO of Feelbelt, and together with Benjamin, yeah, like he said, we create the best way music had ever been, and yeah.
And as everybody, if you're not on watching this on YouTube or our Facebook, and you're just listening to this on the podcast, I do recommend that you check out the YouTube video because we got some photos here of the Feelbelt. This is the white one, and there's the white one. I don't know why I stuck so much with the white one, but that's the one I kept grabbing. And there it is in gaming. And this isn't just for music, is it, guys? This is something that what I really appealed to the younger me was the gaming aspect of it. Because, well, Felix, can you explain what the benefit is to gamers?
Yeah, of course. And it's like you said, it's not only for music, it's for everything with sound, and especially for gamers, it's, yeah, we came to the point that every gamer is now able to actually feel the game and feel the action. and not only see and hearing it. And what's the benefit? The most benefit, of course, is that you can also feel your enemies, from which direction they are coming. Are they coming from behind, from left or right? So it's really good for your reaction time. And of course, it's also a lot of fun if you feel the explosion and if you feel the action when it's happening. Yeah.
Very cool. Alan, I've been doing all the talking as normal, man, and you just got to stick your foot up and tell me to stop. You guys have questions?
I thought that the immersive aspect of we're stepping into virtual reality and the haptic experience with things like Feelbelt makes your experience 10 times more better, right? So I was talking to this one esports investor, Will Hershey from this one fund, and he was saying how this new game, this company released, I think it's called Unreal Engine. They released a trailer. They make you feel like you are the main character, right? The graphics and everything so amazing. So y'all releasing this product just goes in line with the current trends of like it converges with virtual reality and how gaming is improving. So how are y'all like aiming to push the experience forward even after Feelbelt? You know how we just talked about how Feelbelt is pushing the experience forward currently. So how do y'all expect to, I guess, amplify it as y'all progress in y'all's company?
I think what Alan was trying to say is that, you guys are stepping in to where there is a lot of innovation going on with virtual reality, the VR suits, and you guys are adding a whole nother layer to that, because it's not just a matter of turning your head. You're going to be able to see it or to be able to feel it. And are there plans of enhancing the Feelbelt even more? Are there plans for Feel pants or Feel shirts or anything like that?
Yeah. We will come out with other gadgets as well. We always, or not always, but we still have some in mind, like a vest or a seat, and But as a young company, we have to focus on one thing first, and we think about, okay, what's the best gadget, and then we came to the point that a belt is really portable. You can bring it anywhere. Like if we bring out the chair first, so it's not too easy to go on traveling with a chair. And also a vest is really big. Not everyone want to wear a vest outside. So that's why we built the belt to reach as many persons as possible. And yes, that's the point. But there will be other gadgets, of course.
Very cool. And I saw that the 10 impulse generators, they transmit sound ranging from 1 to 20,000 hertz.
Yeah.
And this is comparable products only transmit bass, and most only have one impulse generator. And so this thing is already innovative in and of itself. And are there sensory levels from soft to intense? Are you going to be able to just crank this thing up and really rock out, or does it go by the intensity of the sound itself?
It's an innovative software, I think. We have a different input generators, and the sound is processed by our innovative software. We got the sound in the belt, in the software, and then they make a process and give it to your skin. It compared to the sound. If you have a hard rock song, so all different input generator give you another feeling of this music event. And if you have a motor sound from a car, and you start the car, you feel it. It's the whole spectrum of the sound of the car. And if you now the nitro, if you start the nitro in the game, you can feel the and that's a funny thing that we have all the frequency of the sound and can. I think the innovation is the software in the belt.
We'll be back right after this quick break. For Geek Insider advertising opportunities, contact advertising@geekinsider.com. We offer space on the website, in the daily newsletter, sponsored posts, and advertising space on our podcast. For details, contact advertising@geekinsider.com.
Feel every sound with Feelbelt by using the best haptic feedback system in the world. 10 high-end impulse generators. Feel your game, feel your opponent. Do you sometimes think when you can't hit anything and nothing's going right? Maybe you should ask yourself why you don't use more of your senses. Why only hear and see things when you could feel them too? Improve your game by using multiple senses. Perceive opponents earlier and faster. Get information about direction and distance. Improve your reaction time, aim faster. And of course, it is also extremely awesome to feel the action and to feel the game. Feelbelt. Strap it, feel it, love it.
Alan, I know you got more questions.
Yeah, the question is, how did the idea for Feelbelt start or originate? Like, what inspired y'all to work on the project and build on it?
It's a funny story. We started 2 years ago, and we have some co-founder of our company work for a long time for us for maybe Blaupunkt or other sound companies, and they work the whole time to make the sound better. And at this moment, our ears can be hear any better sound. It's the best sound you can hear with the headphones. It doesn't possible to make it better. And if you want to enjoy more emotion, the sound or the gaming or so on, you need another dimension. And that's the reason that we use haptic feedback, but not only haptic feedback. We think about how can you feel the whole sound better, and then we think about how is it possible. And that's the reason we end in a software, and then we think about how can you feel. Our skin is a really big organ, and that's not so easy that you can feel all the sounds. And that's a long process that we need 2 years that we can start. Yeah.
And one thing that really struck me was that you guys, and I don't know, I'm sure this has come up, but you're giving the hearing impaired a whole new way to experience music and even video games. But the main thing is music. To me, I mean, I'm a writer. When I'm writing, I am listening to some kind of music. I can't imagine a world without music. And I know that the hearing impaired, they can feel the vibrations and they can detect those different frequencies. Yeah. But you're giving all of us a way to be able to feel those ranges that we normally wouldn't even hear. And so have you had a lot of feedback? And Felix, this will go to you. Have you had a lot of feedback from the hearing impaired?
Yeah, we got a lot of feedback from deaf people, for example, who want to try the gadget, and we were at many live action in Berlin, in Germany, and when we meet deaf people and they try it, they always love it because they can feel the whole sound spectrum, and our technique is so tactile that they can even feel the difference between a bird song and an explosion, because we are able to set up the whole frequency spectrum, and it's not feel the same. So if you get your own Feelbelt, you will feel what I mean. So you can actually feel the difference between the different sounds, between the higher notes and the lower notes, and it's really awesome for everyone.
Now, I do plan on getting one myself. I love the Kickstarter that you guys got going on. That was the first thing that struck me, is how well it is being received. And with the other feedback you're hearing from the hearing impaired, what are you hearing more from music lovers or from gamers that are interested in this device? And Benjamin, we'll throw this one to you.
Yeah, we were at the IFA in Berlin in 2019, and there we got a lot of feedback from both ways with gaming and music. And I think it depends on you yourself. if you like music and you want to enjoy your music better, then you like the feeling in music. But if you're a typical gamer it's a special person who games the whole day, and if you want to enjoy the game with another dimension, then it's better for gaming. But it depends on you. You can use it for music or gaming or VR. It doesn't matter. But I think not all person like all features, but we make it possible.
Yeah, so one thing that we're talking about is gaming and music, right? But we really haven't talked about how you could use it for movies as well. Like you could use this device to connect to any Wi-Fi enabled devices, right?
Yeah.
And so it also enhances your movie experience. So I think that I thought that caught my attention. I think that's going to be interesting to almost feel like you are in the movie.
Yeah, that's right. We watch, for example, we watch Matrix with the belt, and it's really nice if you feel all the action and if you feel the movement of the different actors. Yeah, that's really cool. And I also love to use it when I'm watching like thrillers, like horror movies. Then it gets really intense to watch horror movies with the Feelbelt. Yeah.
Have you ever heard a horror movie without sound? Have you tried without sound, Alan?
Oh no.
It's not a horror
Never.
movie. It's not a horror movie. I think the all emotion from the movie comes from the sound. And if you make a funny sound on a horror movie, it's not a horror movie. And if you want to feel it really hard, then it's haptic feedback, the solution that you be more in the film experience. Yeah.
Hey, so I was wondering if I am watching a movie and there's punches going on, there's kicks going on, do I feel the punches in some form or fashion, or like is this if the producers go ahead and increase the decibels or different things? Like I'm wondering how intense can that belt feel in action sequences
It depends on you.
in a movie?
We have an app, and you can slow it down if you are really soft guy. Then we could cut it down. But we learn if we were on the IFA, the person are a lot different feeling person, and that's the reason why we built the app. And then you can choose 1% impulse or 100%, and you can find the best mode and the best mix between volume and haptic feedback. That's the reason that we learn a lot if we try it on person.
And this right here, guys, is the inside of the belt, and you can see about 3/4 of the sensors there. And then I found this interesting. These are, laser drilled, laser cut. How long did it take to come up with the design, and then now how long does it take to manufacture the belts?
We take like 1.5 years to get to this point now that we are able to go into mass production. So everything is set up, and we got a few design changes in the past. Maybe if you watch some older videos from us, then you will see the difference between the design from 1 year to now. But at this point, everything is set up, and we can just turn on the machines and build nearly as many belts as we want. And but on the other hand, as a young startup, it's good to know how much we have to produce in the first step. That's why we're using Kickstarter, or one of the reasons why we use Kickstarter. So we just know how many belts we have to produce in first time, and of course it's an easy way to get out in the world and reach the whole world, because everyone knows Kickstarter.
I think one important information is that we have a local partner on our side. We have one co-founder. He has their own company in Berlin, and we make sure that we produce locally in Berlin and its surrounding. It's important for us. It's a value. made in Germany. It's a good way in the world, and we are particularly proud of this. Therefore, we can adapt things very quickly. That's a good way for us, but we can make sure that you get your best quality of the product.
Yeah, Benjamin is totally right. So as we founded Feelbelt, and we of course we could do everything alone, but we from the beginning on we searched for good partners. So one of our co-founders from Germany, he got a big company in Berlin and in other cities in Germany, and he got many engineers, and we can just use his employees to get up faster. And of course, it's make us really fast.
Now, when are you guys expecting to ship from the Kickstarter campaign? They're expected to ship out September. Is that it?
Yeah. Exactly. But of course, because of Corona, we was telling September. If everything went right, we can ship earlier. But for now on, we think about September, and that's what we can promise. But if we all press the thumbs, maybe we will be a few weeks earlier. Yeah.
That was going to be my next question. Was that has the pandemic put a kink in production? So right now, y'all have already built that or planned for that, and hoping that things settle down and y'all can hit that target and maybe even a little earlier. So that's some smart business planning. And folks, if you haven't already done so, you could go and check out. Just go to Kickstarter and then just type in Feelbelt. It pulls it right up. They've got a lot of good information about it, a lot more photos, videos, and stuff on there. What was the website?
It's feelbelt.de because we're from Germany, but you can type in feelbelt.com as well. So we got a few domains, and everything will get you to our website.
Oh, okay, great. And what was and then I'll let Alan ask another question, but what was the biggest challenge that you guys had to overcome on getting this to the product to the stage it's at now?
I think there was a few challenges. The biggest challenge for me was because we really want to show the whole audio spectrum, and the skin is not that fine as the ears. So you have really to find the point that you can feel the difference between the different frequencies, and that was a lot of testing, a lot of changing the software, got in another testers, and this takes a long progress, and now we're at this point that that we find the perfect settings for this, to get a different setting to feel every frequency. It's like I said. I don't know. You think you got enough, or should I explain any?
No, that was good. That's good. And Meredith made a comment from the back room, and I know Benjamin saw it, but I don't know if you did, Felix. She said she's thinking that Feelbelt trousers might be a bad idea because gamers and the RPGs like to kick each other in the jewels, and you probably don't want to feel that with the Feel trousers. And I think that she's right. We're all guys here. We've all unfortunately been hit there, and I think you're going to have to dial those way down in that area.
Feel free to try it.
Oh,
you can place the Feelbelt at different places.
Oh man, don't say that. My wife will be laying it down on me and then turning up Metallica or something,
Yeah.
But like I said, I do plan on getting one myself. I know Alan was interested as well. Alan, you have more questions, man? I've been hogging this all day.
We'll be back right after this.
Check it out. MobileEdge.com has award-winning products with innovative features and contemporary, edgy designs that empower you to look sharp and travel smart with your mobile tech. Your beloved, not to mention expensive gaming gear and mobile tech devices are an extension of you, so give them the protection and style they deserve wherever you go. Find them at MobileEdge.com and protect your tech with Mobile Edge. Bring it on. Hey Geek Insiders, Mobile Edge has a special coupon code for our dedicated listeners. Get 25% off your Mobile Edge gear using coupon code GEEK25. That's GEEK25. Geek out.
One of the questions I did have is on like contingency planning for the pandemic, right? So
Yeah, just type the question out, Alan, and I'll read it real quick. Oh, well, he was asking what kind of contingency planning do you guys have for the pandemic? So if it does stretch on and you guys aren't able to, to hit the production like what is planned right now, what is the contingency plan if the pandemic does turn worse? That's what he was asking.
Okay. Felix, you got it? Or?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
We are the lucky ones, so we didn't get hit from the pandemic so hard, and even if the pandemic takes longer, we will not get hit. So we got sometimes some problems with if we order some production pieces, but if we mostly nearly 100% is made locally, so we got everything here.
I have one information. I think the hardest challenge in the time of pandemic is that Germany has a really, really bad internet connection, and to work remotely in Germany, it's not funny at this moment. I think this is one of the biggest problems what we have, to work remote good together, to communicate good, and to learn with the bad internet connection work also good, and that's the biggest problem what we have. But I think to the construction and the development of our product, that's a good way. I go to my car, drive to my engineer, and can talk with him, and that's one of the most better situation. If we produce in China, that's not the way that I can do it.
People are so far away, and we didn't control the whole processing or the whole process of the building from our bed. So we are able to control everything on our own. And if we don't like something, we can just drive there and say, "Hey, make it better, make it this way." So that also makes us faster, I think.
Right. And it's got to give you a much better degree of quality control and control over your supply chain. And guys, like I said, I'm really excited about the project. This is the first tech Kickstarter that we have brought on board and interviewed on any of our shows. And when I first looked last week, you guys were just barely over 100%. Now you're at 188% of goal. I expect you to hit 200%, I'm sure, very soon. And again, listeners out there and viewers, you can go to Kickstarter.com and look up Feelbelt and get in on this and get it in September. The guy said that even if the pandemic starts hitting again in Germany, that they've got it covered because everything is being produced locally, which is just something you don't really hear that much anymore. And hopefully the world is learning from this, and they don't rely on China so much anymore, because as we learned in America, the reliance on China has kind of really halted production. And just one last question here. What was the hardest part about the Kickstarter campaign?
Yeah, the hardest part. For us, it's our first Kickstarter campaign, and we have learned a lot. So what is hard is to just stay in contact with all the people around the world. Close to our audience, close to our backers, close to our fans. And that's a tough month, but from our end, everything goes fine. Of course, we always want more funding. That's so just come and back us. But everything works good, and I'm really proud of my team that it's worked so well. And we got we got a strong team in our back. So Danny, of course, but there are other people as well. And yeah, it's just a great team, and they do great work. And so yeah, it's hard work, but I like the work.
Well, and that always makes it worthwhile when you enjoy the work. That as my uncle used to say, if you enjoy your work, you're not actually working, and that's why I'm doing this. But guys, I do thank y'all very, very much for joining us and giving us that inside look and the inside information about Feelbelt. Benjamin, was there any last words? Anything final you wanted to say?
Yeah, I think one of our important values is that we as entrepreneurs can make the world better, and I think that's an important value of our company. Or maybe we have the flow in Germany that we think about our way to work and our way to produce a product. And I think that's one reason that we plant a tree for every sold Feelbelt. And we must earn money that our company works, but at the end we want to make the world better, and Feelbelt help us to make the world better, and at the end we help the gamer and the music lover to make the situation better, and that's a win-win situation for us all, I think.
Felix, same question. Any last words you want to say, and then don't hang up or anything, guys. We'll stop the recording, and then we'll bring Danny back up here, and we'll all talk before y'all leave.
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank you for the chance to speaking to you and speaking to your audience. Yeah, as Benjamin said, it's we have to earn money with our company, but for us, it's really about to do things that we love, and I'm sure people will love our product, and it will make the world, of course, more funnier and more realistic if you play games, but it also will make the world better. And yeah, that's one of our main goals. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Personally, I think you guys are on the verge of something really big here. I think it's going to be something that's a hit everywhere, both with the music lovers, the gamers, and then like Alan brought up, the movie lovers, which I happen to be all three, so I have to get one. I think it's probably I would have to turn in my Geek card if I didn't get one of these. But gentlemen, thank you again so much for joining us today. Everybody, make sure you check out Kickstarter and look up Feelbelt. Give them some backing on there, or at least go to feelbelt.de and check out the website. Thanks again, guys, and then y'all stick with me, okay?
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Can you feel it? Being one with music. Sensing sound.
Hey.
Every frequency, beat, and pitch. Experiencing audio on a next level.
Hey!
Yeah. Come on.
Well, our Feelbelt is designed for that.
Thanks.
Just put it around your waist and connect it to any sound source. You can listen to music, watch a movie, or play, even in VR. Enjoy the best sound experience ever. Feelbelt.
Thank you for tuning in to Light Years Away, a Geek Insider production. It's a show about tech projects and the people who are making things happen. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising@geekinsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends. Because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.